I think it's time for us to do our first harvest of the Dorset Naga chili plant. I started this back in February the 5th, and it's in competition with Peppergeek. This is my hydroponics version. I do have a soil version, but I started that quite a bit later. In March, it's this plant over here. We have a lot of pods on there, but not a lot that are ripe just yet. This one, however, has got quite a few ripe pods. So let's get to picking and see how many we have. One of the problems I've been having with this specific Dorset Naga plant is branches coming off. I'm getting beautiful growth. I have this lovely strong branch, but because of how heavy this gets and because of how quickly this plant is growing, these branches just fall off if they're not properly supported. So unfortunately, this one's broken off, but I think it still counts. I think I can still count these pods that are on here, at least the ripe ones. Very unfortunate, but yeah. Lessons learned. Next year, I have a few plans to stop that from happening, and we'll be able to test this again. But this year, yeah, I've lost so many pods because of branches breaking off. That's a beautiful one, but not completely ripe, but still nice size. This broken branch, there are still some beautiful pods on here that can ripen, and I'm going to hang it up so that they do ripen, so they don't go to waste. We'll just stick it up here. If you do have a problem with branches breaking off, then this is something you can do. And also, it's quite helpful at the end of the season if you have some pods that are still quite green and your plant's starting to die. Chop the branch off, stick it up there, and they will ripen just fine, as long as they are just starting to turn. If they are still very, very green where they've only just started growing, then you're not going to have much luck. But this method here works fantastic. That's it for a first harvest. It's not a ton, but I have loads and loads of green ones still coming through, some very nice sized ones. You can see that quite a few of these are pretty small, and that's, well, it's partly down to stress, partly down to the nutrient mix that I've been using. I have shifted the nutrient mix, so some of the newer pods are definitely a lot bigger, and I'll be implementing that from the start next year. But yeah, these small ones, I think they still count, unless Peppergeek, you tell me they don't, that's fine. We will discount them, but yeah, these still will be little pods of pain. Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 52, 53, 54, 55, 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 43, 44, 145 pods, and yeah, we'll see how many more we get in the next harvest, but that's not too bad. I can't recall how many Peppergeek got for his first harvest, but I know he's got a lot coming through as well, and his plant is looking absolutely gorgeous. This season has been quite a strange one. I've had loads of messages and emails from you guys that you're having a similar experience to what I am, and also what Peppergeek's having. He's had a bit of a strange one too, and it has affected harvest, it has affected plant sizes. Yeah, it's been an odd one, and I'll do a bit of a roundup at the end of the year just talking about the specifics of it and why I think it's actually impacted our chili growing so much. But yeah, I can't complain too much. We have a decent first harvest from the Dorset Naga plant, and we still have about a month and a half to go before our last harvest comes in. Unless we have a bit of an Indian summer and we have some warmer weather going into winter. We'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, stay spicy.